40 years ago, 1975, 2 or 3 blocks over this way, east of here, I spent the better part of a spring evening with Officer George Wheeler as he told me the events and things that happened to him on April 10th, 1975. He saw something in the sky, something he couldn't explain, and he wanted to tell me about it. (1972), a man by the name of Hob Wilson. He saw glowing objects hovering over a barn for about 45 minutes. He said there were 3 of them, and they either took off at a very high speed or disappeared after 45 minutes. The only thing he had to say after that is he wished he had a camera. The following events from 1975, 1976, and 1977 are what really started the ball rolling for this whole UFO thing in Elmwood. That was the series of events that led up to the recognition and the distinction of this particular town in the United States as one of probably the most sightings of any locality anywhere that I can find. Roswell is essentially based on one event, one occurrence. It's an interesting one, it's an interesting mystery, but it's just one. Elmwood has several, over years, several people, several incidents, several sightings. This is the place. This is the real capital for that sort of a thing. And it's worth celebrating. In the summer of 1974, I thought it would be interesting to be a UFO investigator. To me, the most impressive and widely respected group at the time was it was an organization called the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization out of Tucson, Arizona, that was headed up by a man and his wife. On their staff were scientists from UCLA and the University of Arizona, but I was impressed by the scientific approach that this organization took. I became a member and then applied for and became a field investigator. I returned to Menominee and called Officer George Wheeler about mid-April, and he agreed to talk to me. He was very protective, I guess I could characterize him that way. He wanted to know if what he saw was a threat to the people in the community or property. He was being protective, that's what he did. He saw a silvery craft. He estimated the size of the craft to be about 250 feet wide and bigger than a 2-story house. A blue flash of light came from the craft, after which he remembers nothing. After the blue flash, can't remember anything. Officer George Wheeler passed away within the next year. He had a heart attack. He had a heart attack before his experience. He had a heart problem. And so that concluded his is live. Thank you. Excuse me. Do you remember me? Wait. I saw you in '84. Anybody remember Johnny Carson? He's the guy before Leno. Whoa. Wow. Thank you.